evening, everybody. Welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse.
What's going on?
We're missing Izzo, and I think I've come to the conclusion that Izzo doesn't like me anymore because when he's on the show, I'm not on the show.
Oh.
When I'm on the show, he's not on the show. So Izzo, if you're upset with me, let me know.
He did put it on the calendar
That he wasn't going to be here.
that he wasn't going to be here.
And nobody else checks. It's nice
Yeah.
of you. Self-reminders.
I mean,
I've been better at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd look at it every now and then.
I did put on there that I'm going to be late next week.
Oh, you got a net to run?
Yeah, I got to run the net, and it's my birthday next week. So,
Oh, well, happy early birthday.
thank you. Next Tuesday, to be exact.
You're what, 65, right?
Shit. Oh, just got
You're ready for that,
demonetized 2 minutes in.
eligible for that early retirement,
You know I work for the government, right?
right?
That's a bad joke going around right now. That early retirement thing.
Oh, that is true. Yeah,
Oh,
that's involuntary early retirement.
No. They had the option.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
But an option.
Yeah. Oh, you moved
Justify
remote?
your job, or
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. And if you can't drive to Washington D.C., you might as well volunteer to take that early retirement.
If you can't drive more than 50, I think it's 50 or 70 miles to an office.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, Randy, my brother we were chatting the other day, and his company has decided that they wanted to take away remote work as well. And they're like, yeah, you guys need to get ready to go to the office. Well, the problem is they don't have an office in the DFW area. So he's like, where am I supposed to go?
Well,
So I
So
guess
they're
I
like,
should
well, you
hit
can
him up
stay
for a job.
remote. Yeah. They're like, well, you can stay remote until we open an office, and then you'll have to come in the office.
Do they have an office in Charleston?
No, I don't know. The company
Randy, hit
starts
me
with a D and ends in L.
Randy, hit me up. You got the email. I'm looking.
Speaking of email,
Yeah.
I went and checked, and we're drawing very close to the end of our hat order. So for those of you who have not ordered a hat like so, and you would like one, I put a link. Nope, I did not put a link.
Oops.
Nope. Let me go grab that link right quick.
Randy,
Steve,
what's wrong
how's
with
your
Round
week
Rock?
been?
My week's been pretty decent. I've got something I'll share later, but I did a.
Oh, that's the late breaking news.
Yeah. I
We're gonna set up.
did a charity bike ride Saturday where they were doing
Are
100
you riding
miles.
the tricycle or the bicycle or a bicycle
No.
go for two?
I was actually chasing the event coordinator around his communications. So,
Okay.
being her gopher, whatever she needed. Catching, 10 by 10 canopies as the wind was blowing them around. Because
That's always
vendors
fun.
didn't stake them down,
Of
idiots.
course. Links in the chat for the hats, by the way.
I only broke one, so. Well, two. But
So are you like the communications coordinator, or what was
No.
your title for this job?
I was the backup net control. So the
I
net
mean, you have
control.
lots of practice at that.
Yeah. Net control was chasing the race director. I was chasing the event coordinator, and we were both on the same site. And then all the support and gear vehicles were out and about.
Crowds.
Fuck you, that's gray, Grouch. That's gray right there in the middle.
See, that's what happens when you get old. When you get that when those birthdays get up in those higher digits, the things that
And
were
I
once
don't-
a color are no longer a color.
I don't care that we're only 5 minutes in and I've already demonetized us twice. Shit.
I'll
right.
I'll take it wet or dry. I don't care. To me, it's all about flavor, you know what I mean?
There you go.
I was wondering if somebody saved that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it got saved. Joe, what you got going on?
man, I ain't got nothing going on. Still,
The usual.
still waiting on UPS to move the antenna closer to the house. Ain't happening.
Ain't happening. What's in the background there, Joe? It looks like you have a alien spaceship about to take off on the
Yeah.
top of your head.
That's where I've always been, man. You
Are
gotta
you
know
3D printing?
that? No.
Oh, okay.
I need to
You just
be.
got
I-
new lights.
Yep. It's just a couple of lights.
You still making wrenches, or what's your print farm becoming?
No, I still got plenty of those for sale. I think the ooh wow of those kind of faded off pretty quick.
They need a demonstration is what you need. That's the thing. I think those are more of a tactile, hands-on demo kind of thing.
Right. Well, All Things Radio's got a video of ones he used that he purchased from it. So
I was about to say, have you not put a video up yet of making said attachment?
I don't reckon.
This thing is really...
Yeah, Jim says I could have walked the damn antenna there and back by now.
Well, Jim, I got a question for you about antennas. So,
Are we gonna, should we jump into that or we wait?
well, no.
Oh, that's right. You still got to
we've
go.
got-
I still got to...
Yeah, we got Joe to finish, then
Yeah.
whatever you got, Shane.
Okay, I'm
You
finished.
know me.
You're finished, Joe?
You can't stall like 2 seconds while I
Oh,
I pull
yeah,
up
yeah,
maps
sure.
and
Yeah,
shit?
if you want to. Yeah, the tracking information on the antenna hadn't moved since the night. It says it arrived
It's
in
lost.
Memphis. My inside guy with UPS, his system says it's still sitting in Huntsville, Alabama, and I'm thinking it started in Montgomery. Why the hell did it go to Huntsville? Why didn't it just go straight to Memphis? And at the same time that was shipped, I ordered some brackets and stuff to mount it to said vehicle, thanks to KMRD, and his video recommending those. So that come all the way from Georgia, got here in 2 days.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, don't be surprised if it ends up in Charleston before it gets to you.
Yeah, true.
As long as it's moving and still trying, that would be great. I just need a sign of life right now.
Let us know. Let us know if you're still alive out there.
Yeah. Dean, thanks for the 28 months.
Thank you,
Another
sir.
wonderful Tuesday night greetings, gents.
Well, all right then. Well, we
Son
definitely want
of
to say
guns
thank you for...
see, you can't get damn antennas in Alabama. They'll disappear.
That's
Tower
so
and all.
true.
Yeah.
Tower and all. They
Tower and all.
That's funny.
Yeah, Hamnetics. I've heard that before too. It's on the truck to Hamvention to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there
That's
you
what
go.
what was that company I ordered my radio from?
Yeah. The company that shall-
DX Engineering. Yeah. It's on the truck. It's on its way. Show up the next day. Oh, those are FTM 300s, not 500s. Sorry.
Suspect.
Hell, I could have went home 4 hours ago.
Or speaking of 28 months, everybody in green, thank you so much for supporting the Ham Radio Clubhouse monthly. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Is it just video on my end look like it's jumpy?
It must be.
Yeah.
Must be.
I'm not looking
Probably because
so.
I'm sharing an animation. So, so this drama brought up was, I did my check ride for the balloon thing back in March 16th. Hadn't got to fly ever since. So every day I check my long range forecast. I pulled it
it's
up
been a month.
today, and it ain't nothing but red. If y'all look down there in the bottom of that screen, ain't nothing but red. And there's some hope coming on Monday the 21st, but all that rain that's showing between the 19th and the 20th,
that red is rain.
all that red down there is wind. That's 38 mile an hour winds. That's 45 mile per hour
you
winds.
go fast in the balloon, man.
Say,
We
get
get
that balloon
places.
moving.
Balloon race.
It's that getting off the ground at that speed. That's the quest. But it looks like we might have a break coming. We'll see. But it's just terrible. Terrible. It's April and May are the absolute two worst months to try to do anything.
Thank you, Richard, for your up and up 18 months.
Let me see if I stop sharing that. There we go. Yep, that's what it was.
Video gets a little better.
Yeah, it's back to normal. I guess my
Bottlenecking,
computer
huh?
didn't like it. I don't know why.
Happy computer.
My
Computer
upper
should be
monitor
handling it.
keeps flickering and making noise at me, so I think it's dying.
Well, we can fix that.
Yeah, we might have to. We'll see.
You might need to call in a priest, Steve.
Between the tower falling over and
And the stove, and now your monitor,
What
and
happened to the stove? What did I
graphics
miss?
card.
you happened to the stove, bro.
Oh, okay.
It didn't break. It just turned on. It wasn't supposed to turn on. So.
It just got possessed.
Let me tell you,
It felt the religion.
sitting there the other night
the
at the
RF.
house, and only two items on the coffee table goes whew, boom in the floor. I said, "I hell you say?" It didn't like just go bloop, pop, pop, pop. No, it went.
Huh. You got a poltergeist at your house that's trying to get your attention.
Yeah, the only two things was family related items. Everything else was decoration. Didn't get touched. Played it back on video. It
Was it quite disturbing?
kind of,
No, okay.
but
Well, I wanted to apologize to all of the ones that are listening to the podcast right now because I just got the episode from 2 weeks ago uploaded today, and I will release last week's episode Friday. So I apologize for you guys. But getting those
Just like
edited
old times,
takes a lot of. I know, right? You get 2 weeks every 2 weeks. Jeff's got a question for you.
Yep.
Thanks for your 16 months, Jeff.
16-month membership. Yeah, Jeff, that's the late breaking news and the bone I've got to pick with Jim. So, we want to get into that?
Let's do it.
So you're scrapping your tower? Is that what I'm gathering?
Yeah, I think I'm going to scrap the Illuma tower.
Put it on a trailer, take it to Alabama.
Well, it might help because I think I'm going to stop by Jim's and pick up a
Hey,
couple
there you
of
go,
sections of Roan 45.
Wait a
Looks
minute.
awfully familiar.
Hold on. Is that some of it red and some of it white?
Some of it's orange, some of it's white, and it's only 65 miles from where that tower disappeared.
The plot thickens.
Jim, what you say, my man? That's questionable.
It looks like that was put on a trailer of some sort and neatly stacked in this yard.
I would
That-
just say
The way it's stacked
really
underneath,
well.
that screams some Jim to me. He's a little OCD about stuff.
Just a little, but yep. So
if you're in the need for tower, Alabama's got you fixed. Is that a good price? They're $135 a section.
no, because
No?
Roan
Already
25
taken
is
down.
166.
That's slightly used. So
That's slightly used.
and I do like the disclaimer that it says was AM radio
It
station
does.
antenna.
Right there was AM radio
Such-
station antenna.
So it's very suspectful.
That's kind of sus. I don't
We're
know.
gonna turn this evidence over to Joe Brandt so Joe Brandt could investigate further.
So Jim keeps saying, "Well, that's way north of me. That's not in my AO." Well, you wouldn't keep it in your backyard.
Yeah, exactly. You got to lead him off the chase a little bit.
But no, I actually found somebody here local that has, I think 40 foot of Roan 25.
It's repainted. It's not orange and white anymore.
Yeah, no, never. Don't think it ever was orange and white.
Yeah, four-wheel and redneck only dropped once.
Yeah, I can't say that about my tower, but I did disassemble the Step IR. Just because
Who'd you
I
sell
don't.
it to?
I haven't sold it yet.
It won't fit on my balcony, otherwise I'd take it. But you might talk to that N5 SKT guy. He might be interested.
That's what I'm thinking.
He's got a giant Delta loop, and I heard him on Callum's stream the other day. 100 watts in a loop.
Yeah, I've got audio when I was out in Oregon, when he worked me out there, off of that Delta loop. That thing was gangbusters, almost as good as Joe Rhett's loop.
Got some competition, Joe Brett.
Almost as good.
Yeah, Joe puts a little more heat through that loop, I think.
That's true.
No,
Very
actually,
rarely.
Don put the heat to the loop, and it worked. Really
I will
well.
tell you, I put the heat to it during the QSO party, Mississippi QSO party. I ran
Was it
that
glowing?
just about the whole time.
So your loop was glowing, or is there a few less tree limbs around that wire?
Yeah. Yeah, they were doing power line maintenance was today.
Oh, perfect
Yeah.
time to get on the air.
They about took down the
no
Gap
kidding.
Titan.
Oh,
I've got
they-
a guy wire stretched out, and I put
They
a
found
bucket next to the pole. You know, an orange bucket next to the white pole, so orange and white, right? You know.
You'd think.
Yeah, the bucket got crushed.
I was gonna say that was an aim point for them.
yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding. Were they out cutting trees, or what were they doing?
Yeah, yeah. In our co-op, electric co-op, it's 30 feet from the power lines, both sides. So they
On both
come
sides
and
of it?
trim trees and stuff. Yeah. And yeah, I had markers out all over the place, and I seen the bucket crushed yesterday when they come just to park the equipment. So I walked out there and spoke to them this morning. Hey, fellas.
Oh, do I have words?
But now the the 4-element step iron is a little heavy for a Roan 25, and the brake on the rotator is busted. Because as I was taking it apart, I was able to spin the rotator all the way around.
That was a rebuilt rotator too, though, right?
It was.
Yeah.
But I did not replace the brake on it because the brake was good.
Until you got you've had like 2 hurricanes come through there.
I've had some decent wind.
I'd say it doesn't owe you anything.
No,
I think it's held up pretty good.
I do have 2 more of those rotators though. So.
You just need to beef up the tower a little bit.
Well, the only problem is I can't get the connector anymore because I switched to the twist lock connector.
So if Grouch or N1JUR Eric, because those are the other 2 guys that I have remote access to, if y'all want a step IR, I know where one's at for a good price.
I will make them a heck of a deal.
And it works great. Fantastic. Yes, you might need a bigger, beefier rotor for it.
Yeah.
I take
highly recommend. Well, I really don't want to recommend them just due to the issues friends have been having with a certain company, but the 1000 or the 2800 rotors are probably.
Oh, the rotor. I thought you were talking about Step IR. I was like, dude,
no,
what they do?
no. Step IR has been great.
Okay.
Those guys are fantastic. The rotator company. I think they're the only major rotator company now. Unless you've got DX engineering money and then you can pay for that ridiculousness. Do you remember looking that rotator up?
So you're talking about Yaesu?
Yeah, that's the company.
I mean, rotor is a major there.
Yeah.
I got worked all stoves with that stuff on multiple bands. You got that right.
Yep.
That was the antenna that I first talked to Callum on.
It is. On multiple bands.
It's got a history. Almost all of them, actually.
Yeah, I'm seriously contemplating getting a VHQ hex to go up on top.
Isn't that beefy?
That's that beefy hex beam.
That's a big hex beam that I think Mike also did a video on.
Lifetime guarantee.
Oh, wow.
And the price isn't that much more than a regular hex beam.
What kind of gain do you get off a hex beam?
Decent.
Okay.
I got a
lifetime guarantee. Does that cover if it gets broke if the tower falls?
That can cover user error.
If I bend the center mass, yes.
No, there you go. You know what? I think 2.0 might have one of those that he hasn't put up yet. Because there is that trend, you know.
Jason, if you're in the chat, hit me up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know you don't have a tower up yet either.
It's probably in the box next to his original DX Commander.
No, the tower's stacked up behind the shed.
Okay, gotcha. FEP Labs, thanks for the 570. Yaesu has to charge extra on rotos so they can include radio mounts. Yeah. That was an interesting video that Jim put out. Jim, if you want to link to that video in the chat so that everybody knows what we're talking about, Jim got a mobile radio and they didn't include jack squat.
Well,
spoiler alert.
It was a choose your own adventure on how you're going to mount that thing.
He was a little hot on that one too.
He was coming in hot.
I'm going to throw a little spoiler alert. One of those videos includes a butt plug for the radio. Go watch it.
Like a butt connector? Or
it connects.
All right.
What it connects, we ain't going to talk about.
So, according to his website, 7.2 to 8.4 dBi of gain, depending on height.
That's not bad.
18.5 dBi front to back.
Okay.
So,
What did the step IR? Now the step IR I think had 10 on 10 meters, I think.
yeah, something like
10
that.
10 dB gain on 10 meters. It wasn't as much on the other bands, but 10 meters, man, that thing was
Oh yeah.
cooking.
It's going to
Or
be hard to
all day
beat it. That's why I'm contemplating if I can find Roan 45 at a good price.
I mean, you might be able to talk that guy down a little bit in Alabama. You do it for $100 a stick.
yeah.
See, Eric says you got 10 dB with a butt plug. Yes. Thanks for chiming in there. Hey, speaking of, Eric, I got a step IR, 4-element step IR that you should replace your infant halfway with. Just saying. And Steve says he's got one hell of a price for you.
I will make him a smoke show of a deal.
You heard it here first, y'all.
So, let's see. Performance specs. 10.6 on 10 meters, 10.4 on 12, 10.2 on 15, 10 on 17.
Only 10.
And
Only
is
10
DPI.
dB a game.
Yeah.
Do you have the original invoice? Tower Solid. You know, $20. Give me $20.
That's hilarious. Radios are worth more than the original butt plug. See? Oh, speaking of butt plugs, Grouch,
wow.
I've got a cable for you if you need it. I forgot to include it in the package I sent you. So I was digging through my boxes of stuff the other day, and I was like, you might want that. So anyway, let me know.
This
It goes
took
to
a
the
really
7300.
bad turn before
No, it didn't.
before the
It's
bottom
all,
of the hour.
It is all ham radio. What are you talking about? I need to go back and say Izzo is with his family tonight. His daughter's she's getting an award, right?
I think so.
Yeah. That's how close we pay attention. Sorry, Izzo. I didn't want to say he's completely skipping out on us, but his son got an award, 2 weeks ago? And
2
his
weeks ago.
daughter's getting an award.
Yep.
There we go. Izzo's got something going on there. He's already prepping his retirement. Not to hawk products, but are you guys familiar with these?
Eargasms? Yes.
Yes.
From butt plugs to eargasms.
If anyone works, so I originally got these because I went to a concert and I got tired of my ears not being able to hear for 2 days afterwards. So I bought these to go to take when I go to a concert because I'm old. And I had these out the other day and I was like, I wonder if these would work when I have that big ass fan when we're airing up the balloon and everything. I wonder how that'd work.
They work great.
I probably
don't
would
they?
have some better hearing if I'd have used these a few months or a few years ago. But yeah, another thing, highly recommend.
Mm-hmm.
When you get old, shit's loud.
I was gonna say I work in a data center, so I wear them all the time at work.
The Eargasms?
Yes.
Oh, they're awesome. They're comfortable. You can still with the fan running, I could have a normal conversation with the guy standing next to me in front of it, and you can still hear. It was just stupid quiet how well they did. So
Yeah.
Cooley says, "Huh." James says Shane brand. The brand is called Eargasms. Eargasms. I don't have an affiliate link yet, but if you give me 5 seconds, I will drop an affiliate link in the chat.
You can find some of those on Amazon.
Yes, you can. That's where these came from, which is why I was like, give me a second. I'll give you an affiliate link, and I'll make all of 2 pennies.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah. I think Amazon's getting mad at me because for the most part, the only things that have been purchased through like affiliate links and stuff is shit that I buy for my own for the house. So I just take that money that I get from them, and that's lowers the cost of the barrier to entry, as they say.
There you go.
Anyway,
If it
let me
works, it
drop
works.
this in here.
The
There you
terms
go.
of service mentions it's not meant to be a discount program.
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm
I
just
didn't read shit. So if you don't read it, that means it doesn't apply to you, right?
But you signed that you read it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Steve. They ain't got my signature.
The
Why y'all
end
throw
user
me under
license
the bus?
agreement.
Why y'all throw me under the bus like that?
What? Have
Because
you
you
read
crunk it up.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Shane, have you read any of those end user license agreements?
No, I don't speak attorney.
Yeah. Apparently, the one for the Microsoft Xbox, you are leasing the Xbox for that fee.
Of course you are.
They can request it back at any point in time.
Well, they can try
Yeah.
and see what happens. as some may say, they may mess around and find out.
It fell off the boat.
Exactly.
Then why are you trying to connect to our services? Oh, damn it.
Right. I haven't had whiskey in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute, yeah.
I'm trying to cut back. There was a few weeks where after the show I had to go back and rewatch the show to make sure that I didn't say something stupid. So kind of dialed that back a little bit also because I'm getting old. So
Yeah.
You got those hangovers.
I do it because I can't afford to keep the bottle full. So I just, what I bring out here is it. At one time, I'm like, I just ought to keep the bottle out here. We know how that works out. So.
Didn't work out too well for you, did it?
Nope.
And there was one time I thought, I'm going to get a refill. And then I stood up. And on the way to the house, I was like, probably shouldn't do this.
Nope.
I hate it when that happens. Oh, Kyle.
I was just reading the same one.
Don't sign up for the human centipede.
Yeah.
Hamradioclubhouse says, don't worry, Business is too busy trying to get his fiance off the planet to watch Shane's affiliate abuse. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch the latest launch from Blue Origins?
No
Katy
idea what
Perry.
you're talking about. But okay. Well,
Katy Perry and all those celebrities went.
what my Twitter was full of this morning.
They half-assed it to the outer space.
Somebody said, "Oh,
What I call it.
you went up there for 4 minutes."
Right? It's called half-assing it to outer space for $200,000.
I'm not. I ain't mad at them. I couldn't afford it, and I've never been that far up. So,
Is there a reason that spaceship looks like something else?
It's very phallic. Well,
Yes, it
apparently
is.
that's like the most aerodynamic thing, I guess.
Okay.
I mean,
does it look like an ATOS?
yeah, pretty much.
Certain massager, more so.
Oh,
Go look in the room we don't talk about. There's a picture.
That's what New Shepherd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, New Shepherd.
Hamnetic
This is
says
pretty good.
4 minutes is pretty
You
good.
found it?
Pretty good ride out here.
Did you find it, Shane?
No.
Oh, well.
Well, I found another picture that's probably more appropriate that I was going to share. I don't want to. I hate that you.
Aero in space may not be
There
a
you go.
thing.
Shane, look up.
Aerodynamics, but
So
Lord mercy.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys go back and pause it so you can see who posted it.
Yeah.
It's,
So it's great. It's great for that.
Penetrating that G layer.
Max Q. As they say.
I think your brother's having an issue with the topic right now.
Right. See?
Well,
That
very,
does look like an ATOS.
It's very phallic. Like I said, if it gets you to space, that's a hell of a ride to get you there. Batteries not included.
But I don't think they actually got to space, did they?
Yeah, I mean, they went past the Kármán line, which is technically
Okay.
space. But they were just in a giant free fall. That's it. So all they do is shoot you up to like 300,000 feet and let you drop back to Earth.
Yeah.
So you don't really like go to orbit or anything.
Right.
You go up and then you go down about 10 miles and then you drop. So basically they just shoot you into space, let you free fall, and then send you right back down.
So why not just skydive?
I guess technically that's still considered like orbit, because all orbit is that you're going faster than gravity can pull you into Earth. So you're constantly free falling. So
but isn't
that's what
that
orbit is.
Yeah.
being pulled back to Earth?
You just don't ever, you're going past the curvature of the Earth before it can pull you into it. And my
Ground.
dog is mad.
Paul says, Shaq and Greg sent me a patch. You'll have to go to Huddle House to see it.
Huddle House.
He said HH. Huntsville Ham Fest, maybe.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
Oh,
they
Grouch
always
is
have
gonna be at Huntsville?
something- They always have something special for the Huntsville Ham Fest.
Yeah.
Chris says science on the Clubhouse. Who knew? This is a variety show.
This is a show about nothing.
We talk about ballistics and phallic objects and rides for cheap and antennas. That did
And
not
rides for very
any way I
expensive.
wanted to talk about. I'm going to retire as host. We're going to let Joe Brad host from now on.
We'll
It's
never
going
get
to be
anything done.
so much fun.
It will be fun. You did a good job the other
We're
night. I
going
went
to
back
talk
and
about
listened.
propane.
Propane
Propane
accessories.
and propane accessories. And don't forget the cantaloupes.
Gosh, man.
Oh, God.
If y'all even knew, man. We
have-
had to
we've
have
had-
group sessions about the Cantaloupe Show.
Oh,
This involved private phone calls,
there were a couple of weeks of therapy there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
a support
We need
session.
to replay that episode sometime. That was or just get him back on. It's funny how that works.
Lord. Yeah. But so the $200,000 ride to space does not include the astronaut wings, correct?
No, they stopped giving those out.
Because they didn't do anything to advance the mission.
I don't know why NASA got kind of miffed at them about that, but yeah, because
Because it became
like
private
the first two or
rides to
three of them-
space.
Right, well, totally. Because like the first two things that they launched, they came back and they're like, "Y'all are officially astronauts and blah blah blah, and here's your wings and all that." And I think they stopped doing that because they're like, "You can't pay $250,000."
You think they give you a little lapel pin that's in the shape of the ship?
Probably.
Shane, you're
Probably.
on making those lapel pins.
Hmm.
You seem to have the hookup for that.
I do. Play no pins.
They just came in a little baggy. And got shipped to Minnesota, right?
Yes. Those came in a box.
Oh,
Those particular phallic items.
that was a box of, not a bag of?
Oh,
okay.
so it comes in a box, and when you open it up, it's a bag of.
Ah,
I guess I need to show that sometime. It's quite ingenious. It's kind of like the one where
I
you
was gonna
ride
say-
on a potato.
it needs to come in a glitter bomb.
Oh God, that would be
That
amazing.
the glitter is the same shape.
They do. Now that they do have.
Oh, gee.
They don't have a bomb, but they do have glitter that's in the
Yeah.
that. Riveting show tonight.
Always.
I'll take it wet or dry. I don't care. To me, it's all about that flavor. You know what I mean?
What,
I'll fill
can someone
in the
add me
dead
some
silence.
context to that.
Oh, you wasn't here, was you?
I wasn't here. No. What happened?
You got to listen to the podcast.
Well, I'm going to be cutting it later, but we need some content for tonight, so please fill me in.
That was one of those moments where it just went right over Izzo's head. What'd I
Yeah.
say? What'd I say?
We were talking about barbecue, weren't we?
Yep.
Okay. But obviously, we're all 13, and that's not where our mind went.
I don't know what you're talking about. Continue.
Well, I see you're getting ready to share something, so.
Oh yes, I was going to wait until you were telling me that what was the conversation that kind of sparked that comment.
We were talking with our guest, I believe,
Okay.
and we got to
Was
talk
he
about
talking
barbecue.
about POTA or about
No, barbecue.
Gotcha.
It was the fast round questions or something, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It was near the end of the show, and I think Izzo may have been into the tequila. So
Oh, bless his heart. So if you're ever in the need to send something to someone because they're just of that type, this is your website, and it's become quite popular.
we need an affiliate link for them.
And we now you can send a singing bag of phallic objects. So if you're, like I said, if you're in the need and you feel like someone deserves this, then by all means, it's $20, I think, is what I paid to send mine You get a discount if you'd like to have multiple bags of dicks sent out.
Please
Yeah,
note
it's good.
that due to the random nature of the Ham Radio
Yeah,
Clubhouse,
pretty much.
we are not liable for damages to keyboards,
and here comes
monitors,
beer snack.
laptops, cell phones, tablets, electronic viewing devices,
Glad you're
seating,
watching out for me.
bedding, or vehicle
Thank you.
interiors as a result of your
Bedding.
inability to retain your beverage in your oral cavity whilst consuming such beverage.
Very
If
scientific.
you happen to pass your beverage through your nose, it may hurt. We also remind you
I
that
agree.
motor vehicle accidents, traffic citations, or general stares from the uninitiated because of laughter from listening to the Ham Radio Clubhouse, while embarrassing for you, are still not our fault. Please invite the law enforcement officers at the scene to listen. That might help. As far as the awkward glances from passersby, well, you're on your own. Thank you for enjoying the Ham Radio Clubhouse responsibly.
Cheers.
Enjoy the show.
That was fantastic.
Ooh.
Wow, Chuck, that's a good one. You may want to grab that.
Yep. Got it.
Chuck says, member for 15 months. Thank you for that. Here's weird content. For the last 2 weeks, I was a juror on a murder trial. They didn't select me when because I haven't been picked for jury duty in ages. The one time I get selected, I was given a murder trial, and I got kicked out. And I was legitimately interested in being a juror for that trial, and I wasn't trying to be I didn't say anything weird or anything. Well, I didn't think so anyway.
So
But they're like, about second round, they're like, you're dismissed. It's like, well, fine.
I got picked as an alternate for the one time I've had to have jury duty that wasn't magistrate's court here. Traffic court, basically.
Welcome, Robert.
So they read the charges, and I was like, oh, I cannot be on this jury because he's guilty just from the charges being read. And I got picked as the alternate.
Of course you did.
Lucky for me,
Maybe.
he took the plea bargain the next morning before we ever heard anything because I honestly didn't want to hear about it.
I always enjoyed sitting at jury selection and watching it.
Oh,
I would meet family that I didn't know I had. Like people would stand up and like, you got any conflicts or blah blah blah, and like, yeah, I'm cousins with Mr. Wicker here, and they kind of look at me and I'll be down. I look at them. How you doing?
Well, shit.
now, I'm not saying you should do this, but one of the guys that was
we
in
are
the
not
jury
giving
pool,
advice.
yeah, one of the guys that was in the jury pool with me wore a T-shirt that said "Only God can judge."
Well,
They called
that'll
his
do it.
number. He walked up, turned around, and before he could break stride, they said, "Release the juror."
Yeah.
So he didn't even break stride. Walked right back to the back of the courtroom and sat back down.
I'm curious. I bet he's done that a time or two.
had
Yeah,
one-
probably.
Hey, one guy stood up one time and look, I've known this dude like my whole life, and he country. You talking about country in the sticks country? He stands up and gives his reason why he shouldn't be selected. He says, "Well, I just don't think," and it was one of those cases, kind of like Steve was talking about. I just don't think. And if y'all knew what kind of cases I worked, you'd understand. But
I think we were on the same case.
Probably so. And anyway, he asked that fellow, said, "Well, just because you know Mr. Wicker here, is that going to alter your ability to blah, blah, blah?" And he's like, "Well, I got one question." I said, "All right." He said, "Did he arrest him?" "Yep." "Well, I saw him guilty then." Excuse.
You are excused, sir.
I got picked.
Tortoise Overland, 10 gifted.
Thank you, Tortoise.
Holy all right.
I got picked.
I
first.
can't keep up. I can't keep up with those guys. So I'm sorry if you don't see your name in the shout out section. I can't keep up because thank God. And I thank you guys for all these gifted subs. It's fantastic. Like Richard, the Truck and Ham, he's gifted like 1,700
yeah.
gifted subs. Tortoise Overland's gifted a bunch. So if you don't see your name, it is not because we don't appreciate you. It's just Shane and that time. And it grows exponentially every time we do it. And then I freak out a month later when half the people don't
Don't renew.
And I start crying, and Joe's like, Shane, you need to just calm down. It's okay. It was gifted subs that didn't renew. And I said, okay, all right. Thanks, Joe.
All right. So Quirky's got a new mammoth-sized reference mat.
So I'm on his website trying to find it. So James, if you want to drop a link, drop a link in there, or send it to me in Discord if you like. I see the LED one, and I see the vintage. Now this is cool. Hold on.
Share the link.
Press. This is a different one that I didn't know he had.
And Tortoise Overland says, "Love you guys."
We appreciate you, buddy. Love you too. Share. Hopefully this doesn't screw up. There we go. This is a new one. Chart of electromagnetic radiations.
Ooh.
Look at that. How creative is that?
I wonder if
Chart of Urs.
I should have one of those on my desk at work.
I agree. I may need to get one for my office. That's really cool.
Just so the boys next door that have the radio spectrum poster can come over and nerd out with me.
So what is that? Is that a poster?
It's a chart of electromagnetic radiation. It is a mat. Oh, this was the wall poster. So it's extra large.
Yeah, I'm in a cubicle.
Let me grab the one that is desk size.
Quirky said he's giving away 5 of those tonight.
For your pleasure.
Good.
Right.
Careful.
He's like,
might.
whoa. We have a coupon code with Quirky QRP.
Yes, we do.
So if you want to throw that banner up, anything you buy off the site, let me share this one. That's better. Share. Sorry, Joe Brett, if I'm boring you.
Nah, my chat quit again.
All right, so there's the desk size. If you would like that, that's really cool, James. I'm gonna order one of those for my desk.
I need some wall art.
Work. Well, this is a desk art, so you can put your.
That's why I was asking if it was like poster paper. That would be cool.
$30. There you go. Quirky Clubhouse. Free shipping on orders $35 or $5 off any order over $49.
James, let us know if that discount code's still good.
He said it didn't expire, but absolutely.
Things happen. V-neck in the chat. I hope you're cooler than the T-shirts. I do not like V-neck shirts, man.
You don't like the ones that like droop down to here?
Code should be good. Good deal.
Well, I'm trying to find the mat, so I might need some help.
The link didn't come through on the mat there. Can I make him a mod?
Oh, that's scary.
No, not from here.
The Yays Come 101DX from Wuhan Radio is going to be too expensive for myself.
I don't know that I would.
Send me the link in Discord, James. If you're near a computer, if you can. Because for some reason, myself can't find it. You're right there, Joe Brett. Oh, hold on. I found it.
You found it? Okay.
Yep. Here we go. Copy, share. All right. It's in chat.
There we go.
Present, share, screen. This is called the Mammoth ham radio reference field mat for POTA.
Wow.
Yeah, buddy.
What's some girth on that thing there, James?
And why has he got a KX2 on there? or excuse me, is that the 3?
I don't know. Is that a Palm Pilot?
That's a BlackBerry.
Do you log with a BlackBerry?
Okay.
Does
I'm
Hammers
surprised he
run
still
on...
has a working BlackBerry.
Does Hammers run on that?
Probably is mesh-tastic.
Well,
right.
I'm trying to figure out how he's doing FT8 wirelessly to the KX.
Well, it's not wireless. There's something attached to it.
No, that's the straight key in his hand, I think. Because
No,
I don't
that's
see
a
any
Kenwood
wires.
radio in his hand.
It's mesh-tastic. Told you, boys. Boys.
Oh, that's his mesh-tastic device? Okay.
Yeah.
That looks like a
Digital rancher.
BlackBerry.
That's a T-Deck.
What's a T-Deck?
That.
That
The
thing
BlackBerry
that looks
looking
like a
thing.
BlackBerry.
Yeah,
I like that it's a. Oh, all right.
I like.
I got
the
a-
fact
I
that
got a
we brought it
rant.
back.
That is a repurposed BlackBerry. is what
Oh,
that is.
absolutely it is. We got a
I've
Joe
got-
Brett rant.
I've got a rant, and it's a concern, but it's just ticking me off, man.
All right, let's hear it.
I may step
got
on
your
some
gears.
folks, and I don't mean to. I like all of you, okay? Let's get that
Most
out
of
the
you.
way. This is not personal toward anybody. But, one of my gripes about digital voice radio is that each manufacturer used a different format.
Mm-hmm.
So iComs
so
couldn't
true.
talk to Yezus and this and that. And then the M17 project, I told you I may step on some toes here. But when they
Okay.
first come out, they was advertising a digital mode where the way I understood it, now I'm country, I may have misunderstood it, but in the beginning, it was going to be a project that allowed iComs and Yezus and DMRs or whatever to be able to talk amongst themselves with each other in unity. But as things have progressed, it seems that now you got to use M17 hardware to modify radios to make it work. And I'm 100% love the work that's going into it, because I'm not doing it and y'all are, and you're making something.
That's
but
true.
it seems to me as it's becoming another mode that you got to have the particular
Just
hardware.
another mode.
I may be wrong. I haven't deep dived in that, but that's just from the surface.
Robert, if you can refute this, let us know.
So then that leads me over to Meshtastic here in the recent days. In the last couple months, there seems to be an explosion of people wanting to make their own damn version of Meshtastic. You know what?
Why can't y'all get on the same page, son?
So the way I'm understanding it now is I don't know if it's Spec 5 or what, not to call out any brand names, so strike that from the record. But
It's been removed.
they go, thank you. They making their own thing that's not going to talk to other legacy Meshtastics, the way I understand it. And
That's not very mesh-tastic of them.
if that's the case, I'm chunking that sumbitch in the garbage. I'm done with it.
It's like I'm going to skeet shoot it.
I'm not buying 500 different damn devices to try to keep up with everybody.
Nope. I agree.
Send me a post-it note. like Ham Radio Tube did when I sent him a QSL card.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So
hilarious.
maybe I'm completely wrong on that, and I hope I am, but that's the way I've seen it.
That's pretty messy. If that's.
I just want unity,
Yeah.
but
Why can't we
Well,
be?
it's
friends?
supposed to be a mesh. So
mesh-tastic.
exactly.
You think?
it wears you out after a little bit,
Yeah, I agree.
You get excited that something's working and everybody's using the same stuff, and then here we go again. It's breaking off into different things, and now I got to buy this, put this in a certain format, and I just kind of get over it at that point.
You know what it is? It's because they decide they want to make some money on it. It's what they do, and they're like, well, we got to make sure that we separate ourselves from everybody else so we can monopolize.
See, and there's another thing I'll throw in the bucket just so I ain't harping on just radio folks, okay? We playing around with that mailed studio that's supposed to be better than OBS, right? Well, that shit ain't going to be better than OBS. It may be better for the beginner, but I tell you right now, you know what my complaint was? It didn't have no hotkeys so I could switch my cameras, right? It's just by push of a button, I can switch my cameras and show you my PC and all this stuff. They don't have that.
Yeah.
Well, Mailed is not an open source platform, and they've got like $2.something million of investment funds, so they finna make some money somewhere, and they finna charge me for hotkeys. So I'm done with them. What's finna happen?
Until they charge me for hotkeys, I'm not jumping ship yet.
They're not gonna charge you for all the OBS legacy, effects and stuff like that. But there is
They
something's
charge me
coming.
for hotkeys, I'm out.
I seen a YouTube video on it, so
So James
Conspiracy
knows us all too well.
Yes, he does.
Did you see what he put on the site? Why do we have stainless steel flask? That's gotta be a Clubhouse thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. Not the foggiest. I can't wait for my lasers to get here. I got some really cool
James,
ideas.
you got some splaining to do, my friend.
What did you see? Did you? I got something else queued up here. If you haven't went to Quirky QRP, you need to go to Quirky QRP's
Yes.
website because it is just fun to play on. And I will say, so if you want to stay on the good side of your better half, and take them out, do a picnic, be that type.
Get
You
the
could
fang
always
blanket.
take your band plan so that when you're playing radio while you're out on that date,
Covert playing radio.
you're not outside of your operating area unless you're an extra, which you should be an extra. Oh, that gummit.
We do have another session coming up.
See you later, Four Wheeler.
We do.
Nerd. Have a good night.
We do, and you've got 2 weeks left to finish your extra by April. I haven't been harping on that, and I feel like I haven't been quite motivating people like I should have. But get your ass in gear, son, because you got till the end of this month to finish it. Otherwise, it will be in the wind.
Corporate has spoke. Quirky QRP is like Wily World, but way better.
It's like the Buc-ee's of ham radio.
He starts selling Baofeng eggs. And I'm in, man.
I don't know. Baofeng, Chinese eggs? I don't know.
You should. And I think, James, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the original product was the antenna.
Nope.
The slink antenna. Was that the original one?
I don't think that was the original.
We should have him on the show and let him talk about how Quirky
I
QRP
think
came
the
to be.
original was actually the QRP transmitter keychain
Okay.
that was operated with a 9-volt battery and a straight key on it.
Yep. Quite. Yep.
There it
There
is.
he goes. He has spoken. The first product was the keychain QRP. There we go. But if you're looking for a good antenna, the Slink antenna is a fantastic antenna. And if you live in a compromised area, David, I mean you're on a patio, you can take that Slink antenna and you can stretch that along the top of your patio and run the coax down. You got an antenna. Just say it. Hey, Julie, welcome.
Hello, Julie.
Okay.
Oh, what's my Steve? You're the last one. You ain't even said hello yet, loser. Wow, what a friend you are.
Yeah, no.
Jeez.
So, all
You're
right, I
scrolling
have a
through
question.
James' website.
So this came up last night. Does it bother anybody else when you
Yes.
go to a restaurant and when you walk in the door, they say, "Hi, welcome in"?
No.
Does that bother you? Does
No.
that bother
Welcome
you?
to Moe's.
No.
Why
they
would
just
that?
say,
Why does
"Hi,
that
welcome
bother
in."
you?
They say,
Let's
"Hi, welcome in." Hi, welcome in. Because I think it's lazy as shit.
just not say into
To say,
restaurant?
hey, good evening, welcome to Seeger and Sons, or hey, welcome to XYZ, or hey, hi, welcome in.
Well, I'm glad that they think that I got enough sense to know what I just came into.
But still, at least show a little pride. Hi, welcome in. Welcome into what? Into your demons? Into your world? Into
too much into it. You're thinking too much into it.
I don't know why it is. Maybe it's because I'm old and I'm having to wear earplugs. But it's like, I don't know what it just drives me absolutely bananas. Hi, welcome in. No, where am I at? Hi, welcome to Schlotsky's. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Am I just weird?
Yeah.
Well, at least they say hi.
Or they just say, welcome in. You want to hear like, hi. They just say, welcome in.
I
droid.
like going to Chick-fil-A and you just say thank you as much as you can to the people. My pleasure. My pleasure. And just try to get them to, you almost didn't. I got to
Give
go
'em
all
a
the
crack.
time.
It's not really your pleasure, is it? Everyone who says, give him credit, at least say that. I agree. Maybe I'm petty. I don't know. But I just think when I walk in, like every business that I walk into, it's like, hi, welcome in. Well, where am I? Am I at a coffee shop? Am I at the burger? Am I at the ice cream shop? Am I at the hamburger joint? Am I at work? What am I doing?
Paul may be the grouch, but this is the grouchy side of radio.
Well, welcome
Even
to
Buc-ee's
Buc-ee's.
says, welcome to Buc-ee's.
Yep. And
Why
Charleston,
did we get lazy and start saying, hi, welcome in? Not, hey,
apparently
welcome to Dairy
Charleston
Queen.
is getting a Buc-ee's.
No, you done now.
Rest in peace, my wallet.
You are done now.
I'm just surprised. I mean,
sandwich.
you going into establishments that say welcome. I walk into places that just go, I mean,
Get out.
Welcome to Walmart. Get your shit and get out.
Just me.
You want
just,
a sticker?
Just me and all my friends.
Wait, do they still do stickers by you?
I don't know.
Look,
There's
there's
just
this
Walmart.
Because
just
mine
wonder-
here, they're probably behind the lock and
Hi,
key.
welcome in too.
There's this one restaurant I go to for lunch a good bit, not far from the office, and at least once a week. And this little dude up front, he always just one, it's just me and my friends, just me. And he always wants to sit me in the bar area. He's like, "You want to sit at the bar?" I'm like, "No, I'm still kind of working, you know."
He
But
knows
he'll-
about episode
I don't
32.
want to be accused.
He will
Doing something
sit me in
inappropriate.
the bar area with this little diamond shaped table that you can't even fit your drink, chips, and salsa on. Oops, I gave away what kind of restaurant it was.
Mm-hmm.
And
Way to go.
I mean, you got to be so meticulous about how you move things around when the food comes out, because Lord forbid you
want
order
something
one
to
of
fall
those
off the
dishes.
table.
You order one of them dishes that come with 2 or 3 plates. And
It's the size of the table.
I walked in there today, and he was like trying. I was like, I want a table. I want a booth.
Mm-hmm.
And he just looked at me like it broke his heart. And I'm like, sorry, dude, but the thing about the little tables, they don't even put the seasoned salt and whatever that crap
Because
is.
it's too small.
Yeah, I have to ask the bartender to go all the way to the bar to get the salt and pepper because it ain't on the little table. I tell you what, man.
I mean, Hillbilly
And you
Ham
complaining
says
about
Shane-
people saying welcome in.
Shane just walks in anywhere and doesn't know where he's at. That's I mean, okay. But still, I mean, come on. Put a little effort into your greeting. When someone comes to you, well, I can't use that because most of y'all meet him with a shotgun and say, "Get off my porch."
That's
Y'all
right.
don't say hi, welcome.
You don't
in.
make it to the porch.
You ain't making it to the porch.
Stay right yonder. Right
I
yonder.
don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm old school, I guess.
You made it close enough to ring the doorbell. You've already alerted the dogs.
Yeah, exactly. Julie
Chavez,
says
you
showing
talking
my
about
age.
Shane?
Mm-hmm.
No, Julie. Do they even have Walmart greeters anymore? I don't know. I don't shop. there.
My Walmart now has, what do they call
Probably
them?
a robot.
No,
Or it's
no, they're
automated. It just a sticker scrolls out when you walk by.
loss prevention specialist or,
All right.
Yeah.
You stopped shoplifting.
yeah. I need to see your receipt. Nope. You made me check myself out.
Yeah, exactly. You trust me to check myself out? You gonna trust me that I ain't stole shit? So get out of my way. It's one of those nights.
Somebody did that in Orlando.
My grocery store, when you walk in now, has like these gates that open
Yep.
up.
Walmart. Walmart here has done that.
Why?
I'll knock
Because
the
if
heck
you
out of him with a
push-
buggy.
I do
You
too.
push them out, the alarm goes off. But do you think anybody pays attention to it?
No. Just like they don't pay attention to shoplifters either.
Y'all's don't. Y'all
No.
go in
No.
full pursuit from the store,
They
man.
ain't got
Grocery
else to
section.
do. You need to tell them
no.
they need to find out who stole an AM tower is what you need to find
Our-
out.
our
y'all
Walmart
go attention that shit.
Our Walmart will get in foot pursuit with you and hang on to the hood of the car.
Nope. Ain't worth it here.
I have so many stories that I don't know if I can tell them or not, because I did loss prevention for Macy's department stores for a while, and then when I moved to Texas, I did it again, and I've got some stories, and I don't know if it's been long enough that they can't come after me for them because I did a lot of things that were against the policy.
Well, why don't you call them up tomorrow and ask and come back next week and tell us some stuff.
I ain't asking shit. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. But I've got some
You
stuff.
ain't wrong there.
I need to open up in our Discord. If you're not a member of our Discord, you should be. But I need to go into the chat one night and let's all sit around and talk about shoplifting stories. 'Cause, man, I got some singers.
So, Ed, yes, Costco checks the receipt. However, they don't look to see what all you bought. And that's a
That
membership
touched me.
deal. So that's different. Yeah, Walmart. I don't think they actually have the right to check the receipt in Walmart, but
Well, anybody
not a
that
lawyer, I can't
sells
tell.
something can ask you if you bought shit before you walk out the door.
They got this
technically.
fancy like AI X-ray something. I don't know what they doing at the Sam's Club. And again, disclaimer: the Sam's Club is like a Costco for the rest of your world. Down here in the South, it's Uncle Sam's Club. What was the Sam Walmart? Sam Walton.
Sam Walton.
Sam Walton.
Sam Walton's Club. I don't know, man. You do that self-checkout thing on your phone. I do that. You put it in the buggy, scan it.
And go.
Yeah, and walk past all them folks. And anyway, they got these 2 lanes, the big old thing you walk in. It's got these little cameras just about the height of the floor of your buggy. And you walk through, and this lady has this little Palm Pilot Meshtastic thing that's on a proprietary version of Meshtastic, and
it's
she'll
a private
look
version of
and
Meshtastic.
it tells her like
It's called Wi-Fi.
to let them pass or to stop us.
Oh,
We went through there this weekend. It's like, you're good. Okay, thanks.
well, thanks. I already do that, but okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's called Shoptastic.
Shoptastic. Good one, Andrews. I knew Steve didn't come up with that.
No, God, no, I didn't come up with that. I'm
Sure
not that
damn
smart.
didn't give attribution that it come from the chat either, did you? Jesus.
No, just
You
like
gotta
my.
watch him.
You steal your thumbnails, didn't you?
Yep.
Sent you.
Got to do what you got to do.
That's
Yeah.
where that white comes from on
I've
that
been
lip.
seeing some of these other thumbnails popping on YouTube too. Ain't gonna
Oh,
talk
are we gonna
about
get into that now?
No, we're not.
Okay.
I'm just saying, watch your YouTubes. People not getting creative like they should be.
Okay, wait a minute now. We can't do that when we're using
Yes,
some
we
camera
can.
shit.
Yes, we can. I
Talking
pay
about
for that.
being creative.
I edited our thumbnail every week. Thank you very much.
Maybe not the intro music, but
Every week.
And maybe not the date, but
just not the
That's
date
why I
on
took the date off. I got tired of people bitching.
it. A show about nothing.
That's right. Show about nothing. Good luck. Whatever day it is on the calendar, that's what day it is. Welcome to Tuesday night, y'all.
Well, and I'll take the heat for the date being wrong because I just grab whichever video I see there.
Yeah, and I don't upload a new one, so
I was
Jimmy
trying to
says,
do a way
you
out
could
there.
log into Canva and change the date because I mean it is like the first thing in our Canva page.
Jimmy says Joe Brett's making no words tonight. That's all
What
I do when I
words?
talk.
What words he making up? Meshtastic?
Make them sound all right. I do make up some
Anyway.
words.
Not as bad as Izzo does. He has got
Has Izzoisms.
he has got that cornered. You can't steal the Izzoisms.
I'll take it wet or dry. I don't care. To me, it's all about that flavor. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
This is gonna be a fun. This is gonna be a fun episode to edit for the podcast.
He's gonna watch this back and cuss me to make there too.
He's like, I hate every one of you.
Oh, we'll see it just as soon as he starts watching.
Yeah. He's like, what? What did I do? You know what you did, son. Can I go on another rant?
Menu structure is too complex.
Oh, there's a smoking ape in there.
Yeah, okay.
Screw you.
Have any?
You hear that?
Yeah.
Screw you.
You know.
Yeah, no?
Have any of y'all? God, I can't complete a sentence. Have any of y'all? went
Maybe
shopping
that's
for
what the people in the restaurant's problem is, and you getting pissed off at them. See, you got similarities.
Now you got them snorting. Damn.
Next time they say welcome in, you just say bless your heart. Me too.
You took the pill.
Bless your
Ah,
heart.
stay.
Bless your heart. Thank you. Where am I sitting?
I'm glad it don't take much to entertain crap. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Grouch.
Hey, Ken mentions
I was going to
ARRL.
say something, but I forgot.
I've been asked to share. A meme, so
No, they're memes on the
Yeah.
Clubhouse.
I'll take it wet or dry. I don't care. To me, it's all about that flavor. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? I like that. You know what I mean? It's like he knew what he was saying. You know what I mean?
He's not as bad as you think he is. Jimmy, did Shane just? Yes, it happens. You know, I implore the 103 of you that are watching to do a live show sometime and see what happens.
I want to implore them to do something. Is any of you got the 2025 ARRL repeater book directory?
They still print that?
Yeah,
Or
they
is
do.
it PDF? They print it?
My
They
call
print it.
sign's in it. And
Is
not
it?
because of my repeater, because I took it off the air before it went to print.
So why is your
Chris
call sign
says
in
I
there?
have. He's on the naughty list.
Where's my pen at? Probably my backpack. Well, I've only been, Mississippi's admin for 12 years, so
Oh,
I got credit for the Mississippi repeaters, man.
nice.
So yeah, there's a lot of good talk about it for people that still. I may order me one. It's good to have a print. But
I was gonna say I've got an older one.
It's so easy to like Control F and find it in a PDF.
yeah,
I think they do have an electronic version available.
they used to. I don't know if they
I know.
do.
I know. Repeater Book does.
Did the ARRL take down the PDF version and said we're going to print it
I don't
because
know.
we're that old?
I don't know.
Well, they are a printing company.
They print lots of shit.
They are a publisher.
Okay.
That's why you pay that money.
That's right.
Jody says in a book, Shane, Control F is control your finger.
Finger.
Well, I mean,
Which finger? That
too.
finger?
No, it's that one. The number one.
Well, mine's
You
the number
gotta
one
turn
too.
Into that.
Yep. So that's
We're
well,
at the
to anybody
second hour.
that does get the 2025 edition. The only complaints that I've seen so far is that some people said there's been some missing repeaters, or something like that. Well,
Are you saying they have inaccurate information?
being that we had a deadline in order to get this to the printers, we had to cut off updates at some point. And we also decided if you're a repeater owner and you ain't updated your shit in 2 years, we deleted it.
There you go.
Nobody wants talking your shit anyway.
Okay. So, Joe, are you a member of Sarah? The
I'm not a
Southeast
member.
Re-
No.
Okay.
I should have
What's
been.
Sarah?
Sarah.
Southeast. Yeah. Southeast Repeater Association.
Yeah.
Is they got a club
Coordinate.
for everything now?
Coordination body.
They're the coordination body for repeaters.
But you, how much is the dues?
I don't remember. I looked at them.
See,
35, 40 bucks.
$50 here, $50 there, just so you can have a book that's got all the fucking repeaters in it.
Well, no. That's so you can
Just
have a
say it. Oh, wait,
frequency.
sorry,
That's so you can have a frequency repair.
I did not mean to drop the F bomb.
We're in the
I know
second
we're 9
hour.
minutes into the second
my-
hour, but still.
My repeater was coordinated through them without. You don't have to sign up for membership. That's just like if you want to contribute thing. Now you do get the printed directory that they have, and you get access to some their files or whatever.
Mhm.
I would like that, but what's interesting about that though is CIRA coordination body. I forget what all states they cover, but it does not cover Alabama, which is state lines less than an hour away.
James has got it. He says, I just hold down the PTT while tuning up and down to find repeaters.
There you go.
That'll do it.
So some of you have heard me say the story before, but when I put my repeater on there, got it on top of the hospital in town. What?
Nothing.
Okay, welcome in. And anyway, we had 3 repeaters linked together. They all had the same input tone, 100 hertz. Okay,
All 3 Peters got that.
all 3
same
repeaters,
input.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
all 3 repeaters.
Alright.
And
It's a linked system.
I
Like
get this
centipede.
nasty email from this dude over in Alabama. He was like, rah, 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 rah. And the gist of it was everything coming out my repeater is going through my repeater. And so he had a reverse split. So my output was his input.
Oops.
So he had a Hodo loop.
Which of me, I was like, cool, I can claim mine's wide area now, right? Mine's covering some ground. But
I got a footprint and a half.
so anyway, just being a good steward of radio, I went back up there and changed my tone, and that fixed it.
Huh?
But there's a guy local, close to the Memphis area, that is sniping coordinations for repeater pairs, and I don't really see how he's doing it, because Sierra says that by their bylaws they're not able to tell him no, but by their bylaws he is supposed to have a machine that is operating and on the air to get coordinated.
Mm-hmm.
And this
He's using a Baofeng. That's what he's doing.
I don't know, man. If you let your, like, we was having phone tree conversations, like calling each other up that owns repeaters, and like, you better check your coordination, make sure it's up to date. Don't let it lapse, or he's going to grab it. And he was, but
What does he benefit from that? Anything?
it's just grabbing the pair so that he's coordinated. So like, if I let my coordination lapse and he decided to grab my coordination and my frequency split and put a repeater up, well, then he's got the legal.
So
backing.
he's trying to pull a Canada and a Greenland. That's what he's trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, that's cool. Gotcha. Message received.
Interesting.
What did I do?
Well, I pulled up the Southeast Repeater Association webpage. They don't cover Florida either.
That's Sarah, right?
Yeah.
Sarah.
Georgia, Kentucky, Mississippi, North and South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia.
Sorry, Interstellar Starman. We have Canadians in the chat. I apologize.
Where?
I
Man,
spoke
be
out.
respectful.
I welcome in.
Our 51st state?
God dang, guys. We so close to just skating past this and we're keeping friends with everybody. Look, now we got 99. 6 Canadians done left.
There they go.
Dadgummit. Can't take
Sorry,
y'all
guys.
nowhere.
Nope.
Especially not the Buckies.
Blow our entire ham radio budget at Bucky's.
Right? Hey, Beer Snake, guess what?
Shouldn't have given us the keys to the kingdom.
That's what happens. Have we heard back from any of our winners of previous episodes? We gave away really cool shit.
You got a message from somebody, but no pictures.
Where?
Somebody was saying that they used it on a POTA, whatever. I don't remember what it was, but I remember the message. Because I think I went back and...
In the emails that nobody reads?
Well, I read it, and then I was like, oops, Shane's going to get mad. So I clicked mark unread.
Mark
so
is unread.
Yeah, so it would still be highlighted for you.
There you go.
Chat, I'm telling you, Shane used to get so pissed off. Like, he'd come in the private chat and be
Well,
like,
y'all were deleting shit that was important. That's the thing.
don't put a y'all to it, because I don't know.
Y'all. I don't
No,
know what it was. But
I'm
one
saying,
of y'all's phones was deleting shit out
I'm
the
telling you,
email.
I was deleting the hell out of stuff. So I don't know if it was y'all. It might have just been me. I didn't realize that my Gmail app on my phone was showing all emails, all 7 or 8 that I had.
You had it on all inboxes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Go to
and then,
respond to somebody. He's like, gone.
yeah, and then Shane
you
brought that
son of
up, and I'll go, oh, hell, that was me.
Welcome in.
And we're back to that.
I had the pleasure of going
My
to
pleasure.
this. You're welcome. There's this show in town called 4-Day Weekend, and it's kind of like if Saturday Night Live and Whose Line Is It Anyway had a baby. That's
God.
the kind of show it is. So
I just got an idea.
The doors up. I agree. That would be a great idea for this show. So what happens so the show opens like an hour ahead of time, and you go in, and on this board you put a sticky note that's a noun, person, place, or thing for those that ain't paying attention. And then on this other board you write down a phrase, and then all throughout the show they would grab things off of the deal and create a sketch comedy piece out of it. And I'm telling you, I was crying for about 3/4 of that show. It was fantastic. So if you're in the DFW area, it's called 4-Day Weekend. You should check it out.
Okay, Shane, next time you go, you need to take a box of Cards Against Humanity and just at random grab one of those phrases.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
They will probably look at that and say, no.
They did a 2-hour show on almost only things from the audience. It was hilarious.
Wow.
So if you're in the DFW area,
Brave people.
you should do it. They are brave, that's for sure.
Sounds like I need to make a run to Dallas.
Come on, son. Now that I got a balloon, we got to do a hot air balloon on the air too.
We do. And
James,
you got a radio.
I did not cry during Sharknado, son. I've never seen either one of them.
Oh, they're
Listen out,
decent
man.
movies.
It's what?
Grouch, I am not releasing that one. Mm-mm. No,
You want to
that
put
mess-
that up? What?
No,
What
that
are you
message
talking
is going to be
about?
held for review.
What are you
We're
talking about?
going to leave that one alone.
What are you talking about?
You don't have the chat up, do you?
No. Well, I mean, I am, but I don't see what he.
It's
Smart
on
man.
the YouTube side.
Well, I'm on. Well, I'm in the chat for StreamYard.
It
Is it
got
on there?
it got moderated on the YouTube side.
Of course it did. All the fun stuff normally does. I will say if you're not a Patreon of Ham Radio Tube, one, you should be for the cause, but two, he put out a really cool video today. And even though I don't POTA as much as I used to, the product that he's hawking in this video is actually pretty cool, because the one that I have isn't as girthy as the one that he has. So I have a little bit of masked envy. So
Just
I
the
would
tip.
like to mention something else. I'm very proud of our Lord Mike, Ham Radio 2. He got him a camera.
He did.
He upgraded, yeah.
Yes, yes. You know, he is.
A legit camera.
Those of you that may not have known, Mike has exclusively recorded all of his video content from Apple iPhone devices. Now he's got him a Osmo. So it looked good too, Mike. I liked it.
yeah, the video looked really good. And I like the image stabilization that was in there too, because when he was hiking through the park, like you would normally shit would be moving everywhere, and it's just kind of
What
like
they're made
rock
for.
solid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good
It's
stuff.
like it's an action camera or something.
He did disclaimer that he will probably still mainly use his phones for recording, which is great. My phone's got this feature on it that you just can't get without spending a whole lot of money on stuff. So I'll still use my phone for a lot of stuff too. But
What feature is that?
dude,
Is it image stabilization or?
no,
Okay.
Say Mike just said image stabilization on the iPhone's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
it's the what I really dig and utilize a lot, especially if you had watched my cinematic video I put out about the Ham Shack Hoarder. Look it up if you hadn't seen it. You're missing a great time. But that was the cinematic feature on the iPhone.
Oh, where
okay.
it blurs the background for you?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So we was sitting in the camper at Huntsville, and Josh and Mike was there hanging out a little bit, and we was watching it on the TV, and Josh was like, he said, what camera are you using? I was like, it's the iPhone. He's like, oh my God, we like have $1,000 cameras to do that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah,
the iPhone does it for free.
comes on the phone now.
No, iPhone does it for $1,000.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Well, you can do installments for 15 years. It's not that bad.
Mike, you didn't
that bad.
tell us in the video how much they're charging for that thing. Whew. I gotta put that on my PayPal.
That Osmo?
No, that mask.
Oh, that mast.
Yeah. So, all right, that's okay. I paid about the same for the mask that I got. So
No, what?
I'm trying to figure out where I can put my. Oh, there it is. The discount code. I wanted to show this on screen because everybody forgets
That discount code? K8MRD at Gigaparts?
Yeah, I'm trying to show.
I don't know how much it is, but it's 5% less.
Right.
The code K8MRD.
Well, I can get 10% off if I use
Tank Radio.
coupon code save 10. But
I also like
was
to remind
gonna-
everybody that if you'd like questions, ham radio related and answered, send your questions to K8MRD at iCloud.com.
And he might just put
For
it on
Mailbag
Mailbag Monday.
Well, or it's going to be like Mailbag Monday every other week or once a month.
Interstellar Starman says, does iPhone have LiDAR? And matter of fact, yes. All the
It
Pro
does.
versions
Yep.
starting from iPhone 12 or 13, the Pro versions from then until present does have LiDAR.
Will it hold up in court?
What?
Isn't that,
Why?
isn't that the same radar that Virginia's
no,
using?
LiDAR for like mapping, 3D modeling. Yeah, no?
Nope.
That's not a lie detector test, son.
No, not a lie detector. Screw you. Fucker. Grab that one too while you're at it.
Well, I got to start writing down time codes, make this easier to find. Where's my damn notebook?
Son of a bitch.
Get that one too.
That's it. That's the introduction to the next podcast. Well, in 2 weeks anyway.
And welcome in is going to be added to the soundboard too.
You.
Jason says Ham Radio Clubhouse is punchy tonight.
Well,
Yep, we are.
All right, so I'm going to put a disclaimer in here. I'm going to show this, but I
Warning:
want Mike.
some viewers could find this content.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna put a disclaimer up here that you should go to Ham Radio Tube and watch the video. Oh shit, it's not published yet. Mike, is it gonna come out tomorrow or Friday? Let me know before I put this out there.
That mast has been out for a while though.
Patreon problems.
This one hasn't. It's brand new.
No, it was out at Orlando.
Don't tell me that, son.
Because I know people that bought it at Orlando.
All right,
And
it's
she
coming
will
out
tell you
tomorrow.
about just the tip.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. If you want to know about it, but if you go to Gigaparts, it's $208 if you use coupon code K8MRD. That'll get you $11 off. It's a 33-foot telescopic carbon fiber, not fiberglass, carbon fiber mast, and I was thoroughly impressed with the performance of it and what he put on that thing to keep it from doing like that.
It's thick.
It is thick. I agree. So, Mike.
Watch your profanity.
No, whatever. Yeah. So, Ham Radio Tube, make sure you follow him, get the alerts. It'll come out. It's a cool video. But yeah, cool. That's cool. I finally got to catch up on some of my YouTube videos today, and that's the one that came through was his. So, it's for those of you who are hardcore Parks on the Air folks, and you want to put up something a little more beefy than like a lightweight infant half wave, do it. It's cool.
Mike says
That is so
the stream
true.
secret sausages and barrels
That
from the
is so
state of
true.
Kentucky.
Kentucky or
for a-
Tennessee?
From Kentucky for a minimum of 4 years. Not that we're counting. All right, guys. I ain't got anything else.
No?
Nope. 2
Welcome
minutes.
in.
Oh, shit. What? Oh, wait. I was just reading the private jet. Steve, really?
That's what you asked about.
That's not what I didn't get a sticker for that.
What the?
No.
Where did that come from?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Grouch put that I said I wasn't
All
going to
right.
release.
All right. Cool. It's a good thing. Y'all got
If
anything
only y'all
else?
could see.
Apparently he's got the Cards Against Humanity cards memorized.
Oh, yeah, totally.
He probably wrote them.
Yeah, I was about to say he was a contributing author for most of that, I'm sure.
Probably. Knowing him.
Well, I've got to head out. Y'all are welcome to stay. If y'all are ready to put a bow on this thing, we're almost an hour and a half into it.
Put a bow.
We
Yeah,
gotta-
let me know.
What do you got to head out for?
Family
That's like
shit.
saying just welcome in. Just saying, I got to head
Yeah.
out.
So from now on, I'm just gonna tell you, I got shit to do. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I got shit to do.
The dog's
That's
gonna
just
go
like
take
you.
a shit.
That's just like you saying, "Welcome in." I was like, I got shit to do. Get out, everybody. Randy has hit me up twice about doing a POTA. So, Randy, we are going to do a POTA. I'm going to be in Horseshoe Bay this weekend for a balloon event. I don't have anything for
Support your
the
parks
latter
this weekend,
half. Well, let me look on the map
isn't it?
because the weather is not supposed to be conducive for ballooning, but it might be for POTA. And I
But
will
while
be
you're talking about
I will be
that-
in South Texas. Let me look.
And we mentioned Randy. I would like to acknowledge my gratitude for Randy sending me a QSL card for our contact. Thank you, Randy. And I really enjoyed that the XYL, or his other half there, wrote the QSL card out. And
Oh, so you could read it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you bring it so we can see it?
no, it's just in the
Son
it's
of
in
a
the car.
bitch.
I don't have my keys with me, but yeah, it's funny because on the back of the card it's got in parentheses transcribed by her name
Mary.
because his handwriting's awful. So
Very much so.
thank you,
Doesn't
Randy,
run in the
for
family either.
employing
Support
somebody
your
to
parks.
transcribe.
Support your parks spring. Third full weekend of April, which is this weekend.
Dadgummit. There's not a POTA park anywhere near where I'm going to be. The
But the winds
closest
are gonna be
one
too high to
is the closest
fly
one
in.
is US 3034. It's going to be too damn windy for ballooning shit. I'm just here to tell you.
Exactly.
But the closest one is US 3034. And I don't think I can get to that park with the company that I'm going to be in with the radio. I'll try. I'll just
Sounds
say
like
that.
bad
I'll
company.
try.
Well, you've got
I
2
can't
days,
deny.
Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, Sunday I'm driving home.
And there's not a park on your way home?
No, not really.
In
Not
the
without
great
going
state
out of the
Texas.
way. Not without going out of the way. Welcome to Texas, yeah. Like I kind of like welcome in. Don't come to my park because it's the middle of fucking nowhere. No, I don't have anything that is like
Wonder if I can go ahead and do one.
on the way. I got US 3034 and come on, map, go away. US, what's the other one? Come on, POTA website. 3020. That's the closest ones to me. That's on the other side of the lake. So if I can get away from what I'm doing and go out there, I'll try to do some POTA. But Randy and I are going to do a POTA. I told him we were going to do a POTA because I want to put his 710 field up against the 706 Mark IIG.
You don't want to do that.
I think this is for
She's
you.
going to start studying. Oh, son.
There we go.
There we go.
Podcast listeners, Randy states that Mary is going to start studying for her technician tonight since tax season is over. Hashtag my wife is
That is
awesome.
awesome. That reminds me, I actually, one of our viewers reached out to me. His wife wants to take her test. So
When we going to do it?
I need to lock down a time and
And for those of
what's
you
up.
who are doing extra by April, you have got 2 weeks. I believe the test will be on the 28th, I believe, is the last one for April.
sounds right.
That's the last Monday. The last Monday of April is April 28th.
And of course, just disclaimer, we will welcome testers, test-taking folks to upgrade any time of the year. It's just you lose your bragging rights if you
Right.
don't do it before the end of April. Right?
Yeah.
And that session
the wrath
is
of me.
live. Let me
So there you go.
Drop
All
the
you
link in the
procrastinators.
chat.
April the 28th. Let's get it done.
Dang,
Go.
Shane. I had to start
I can
paying
do it.
attention.
Y'all can do it.
You drop more F-bombs than Gene.
I only dropped 3 tonight, maybe 4.
I was gonna say I probably dropped more than that.
One more time.
I'll take it wet or dry. I don't care. To me, it's all about that flavor. You know what I
All
mean?
about the flavor.
Jody paid $5.56 Canadian for that.
Which is probably like $2.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
All
still
right.
very appreciated, Jody. Thank you.
Thank you, Jody. 1:30. Y'all got anything else? We're going to say goodnight.
We can say goodnight. Lee, I will send you an email.
All right. Joe Brett.
Bye.
Later.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys next week. Buy a hat if you want one. The cutoff is the 17th. If you need a link, hit us up in Discord. Otherwise, well, we'll see you in the funny paper. 73 to everybody. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Bye.
I'll take it wet or dry. I don't care. To me, it's all about that flavor. You know what I mean?